we take Mondays for constituency work. And I have noted in different WhatsApp group of members that our members were participating in different commemoration days of HIV and AIDS. We recently held various meetings related to the plight of magistrates with the Independent Commission on the Remuneration of Office Bearers and with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. The committee is taking the remuneration, working condition, and safety of magistrates seriously in its parliament work. And we will continue with follow-up on these matters in 2026. Today, we are happy to meet with the Magistrates Commission to receive progress reports on the provisional suspension of magistrates on the grounds of misconduct. We remain concerned of these matters, as well as the remuneration that the magistrates continue to receive while so suspended. This committee took a decision on the suspension of Magistrate Govenda, as well as on the provisional suspension and the withholding of remuneration of Magistrate Fredericks. We note from today's report that there are still delays being reported as follows. Mr. D. Diner, Chief Magistrate Pretoria, who has been professionally suspended since 2020. Mr. E.S. Nzimande, Regional Court President, KwaZulu-Natal, who has been provisionally suspended since 2019. Ms. K. Bondani, Regional Magistrate at Imlazi, professionally suspended since 2020. And Mr. L. T. Mkanzi, Regional Magistrate Bloemfontein, professionally suspended since 2020. Mr. A.A.K. Singh, Senior Magistrate Pietermaritzburg since 2024. The committee looks forward to the progress reports on these matters. And I want to indicate to your good selves, Commissioner Mokoena, that we have all these letters that actually has the reports on what has been processed till to date with regards to these issues. So when we get to the part of the presentation, we'd employ to your good selves as the collective that when you present, please just make sure on emphasis on issues that you think we need to note as members for engagement, but not go word by word in terms of the presentation of the report. With that being said, I want to officially declare this meeting officially opened. Buzelwa, please take us to the apologies, and then we'll get to the adoption of the agenda. Over to you, Buzelwa.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, members and the colleagues and the people from the magistrate. The only apology that we have is from Honorable Billy due to prior commitments, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Buzelwa. It is important that you switch on your video when you speak, because you know that's the protocol and modus operandi. Yes, thank you. So that people must see that we are consistent. Members, the apology is Honorable Billy due to other commitments. I want to put before you the adoption of the agenda and the apology before us. You have omitted one apology, Buzelwa, of Geshwan, because he's committed somewhere as delegated by the chairs of chairs.
My apologies, Chair, on that one. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Members, I'm noting hands for the adoption of the agenda and the apologies. Okay, I see Honorable Midupi is clapping. I'm noting Honorable Noe and Honorable Nonkonyane. Over to you.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Chair, members. I want to move for the adoption of the agenda as well as the apologies.
Thank you, Honorable Noe. Honorable Nonkonyane Mvelo.
Chair, good morning to you. Good morning, honorable members and our guests from the Magistrates Commission and our staff. I'm pleased that God is good and we are all here. Chair, subject to one issue. The apology must not be there for anyone to take. What can the Secretariat tell us? What is the prior commitment? And from Honorable Billy, because there must be reason. I accept the reason which has been shared to us all by Gershwin, our Secretary. Subject to that, I will be able to, it must be recorded, I will be able then to second Honorable Noe. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Nonkonyane. We noting the dissatisfaction with regards to prior commitment, but that will be the matter that you would engage with as the whip of the committee. So I want to employ to your good self that you second the agenda and the apology as it is, while you will interact with the secretary as the whip with regards to what is this prior engagement or commitment.
I did so, Chair.
All right. No, thank you. We can then continue with our meeting. Honorable Pitso, can you lower your hand? Thank you. Now we can continue. Buzelo, can you fly the agenda before us?
Noted, Chair.
Recording in progress.
Thank you, honorable members, and the Magistrate Commissioner led by Commissioner Mokoena and the Secretary to the Magistrate Commission, Mr. Justice Finger. I see now you are starting something that is not right. I'm not sure what could be the issue that we have two people in one gadget, honorable ones. I'm not sure, or is it because of you are in the same room conducting this meeting?
Is that question posed to the commission?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but in future, please note that when we conduct visual meetings, each person is noted based on the gadget that he or she has registered in our platform. So we don't want to omit anyone from attending this meeting. And in future, just notify us that the process that you will be unfolding is 1, 2, 3. As we see, you are enjoying your tea now and that makabana. Yeah, Commissioner. So we welcome you in this meeting. Today we are deliberating on Magistrate Commission briefing to the Committee on the progress made in respect to inquiries against magistrate indicated below, who have been provisionally suspended from office in terms of Section 13(3)(f) of the Magistrate Act number 90 of 1993. The following are A, Mr. Dine, Chief Magistrate in Pretoria; B, Mr. E.S. Nzimande, Regional Court President in KwaZulu-Natal; C, Ms. K. Bodlani, Regional Magistrate at Umlazi; D, Mr. L.T. Mkanzi, Regional Magistrate in Bloemfontein; E, Mr. A.K. Singh, Senior Magistrate, Pietermaritzburg; and F, Ms. R. Govenda, Additional Magistrate in Linyenye. So these are the progress reports that are before us as members that will be engaging with the commissioner. So what we would get from your good selves is matters of emphasis, as I indicated, that members have these reports before them and they've went through them as we normally do, and noting that this is not the first time that we're engaging with this matter. It will be important on issues of emphasis on what you think that members must note, because today it's about noting the progress that has been made up to date with regards to dealing with these issues. So I would now hand over to you, Commissioner, to take us through all the presentations. Then members will engage based on the report before us. And I want your good selves to even introduce to ourselves who are with you from the side of the Commission. And one would want to, before I hand over to you, acknowledge PMG if they are on the platform and those who have joined us from other entities. Over to you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Good morning, members of the committee. My name is Mahabana Majob Mukwena. I'm the member of the Ethics Committee and the member of this commission. The chairperson is engaged. That is why Advocate Manaka can't be delivering this, progress report today. But I'll be doing that with the secretary, Mr. Finger. Firstly, I would like to thank you for your introductory and the remarks. And I think as the commission, we are happy of what the parliament is doing, especially regarding what has been transpiring nowadays, the issue of the magistrate salaries and the picketing. We hope that in the long run, more discussions will be taken and the issue will be taken, speedily for, to ease the tension that is there. But in that regard, I'm saying thank you for welcoming us today. And I think that the first matter on this agenda is the one of Mr. Nair. I believe members have gone through that. The only thing that we can report on Mr. Nair is that the matter has been postponed until for further trial until the 4th.
Commissioner, can you switch off your video because we can see that you have some glitches on our side.
Yeah, thank you.
Please switch off your video. Yes, thank you. Yeah. You can continue.
The matter of Mr. Nair has been postponed until the 14th, until the 15th of January 2026. I think in the report there's an error. They said 2025. I think that will be rectified.
We are losing you. We are losing you. Commissioner,
this matter.
Commissioner.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
We are losing you. I'm not. I don't think that you are in a good position where you are, because I tried to say that you must switch off your video. You did switch off your video, but still you are not audible. So I'm not. Yes. We are actually losing you. Let me just check with members if I'm not the only one on this side. Members, did you lose or your gadget? Everything is fine on your side?
We are with you, Chair.
Okay. All right. No, thank you. Which means is the commissioner gadget or where they are located. Can you just get a better space? Commissioner?
Yes, I'm still now not audible.
You are audible now. You can continue.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. You'll just remind me in the event there's some glitches because I don't know what's happening here. What I just indicated is that the matter of Mr. Nair has been postponed until the 14th and 15th of January 2026. I think only 2 witnesses are just about to be called so that the commission can just close, the employer can close the case for the for the state. And I believe that it wouldn't take much more in this 2 days period that will be finalized on part of the state. Then from there, the matter will proceed. If Mr. Nair decides to testify, he will testify. And I think he said on both states, he indicated that in the 2, 14th and 15th, they'll try to finalize the testimony, and then it will be for arguments. But what we can just indicate is that the delay that had transpired is because of the results of Mr. Mayor making an application for absolution in this matter, which was not even catered in the rules.
We are losing you again.
Unfortunately, as you know, I'm saying Do you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
continue.
saying, thank you. I'm saying that probably the, as you know, the litigant has a right to do whatever, and that is why he applied for absolution, but unfortunately that was turned down by the court. We hope that 14th and 15th January, the evidence will be heard and finalized, and probably the matter, if it's postponed, it's going to be postponed for heads of argument. Thank you. I think unless Mr. Finger, there's something that you want to add. I think that's the gist of the matter that we want the committee to note at this stage in Mr. Neal's case. Thank you, Chairperson.
Yes, you can continue up until to the last one, the 6th one. And then your members will then add if you've omitted some of the issues. It shouldn't be within your presentation.
Okay. Thank you. Then we'll be getting to the matter of the matters that this is a matter that is. Thank you,
Commissioner, there's too much distraction from your side.
I don't know, probably
there's too much distraction, whether it's glitches or echoes. I don't know what is happening on your side.
Thank you. Just hold on. Probably it was their recording machines that was making a mistake. I think the secretary is just sorting out that. Just give us just a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chair, apologies. We're trying another gadget since we're struggling with this one. My apologies.
So you think the one that you got is proper now?
Yeah, let's continue, and then we'll join another one if we continue to struggle. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Over to you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Then let's go to the matter of the Monday. I think the matter of demand is the one that it's having it's giving us, even the commission, a big stress, in the sense that this matter has been postponed. It was postponed sine die due to the fact that the presiding judge could not proceed with the matter. He applied that it needed to be recused, and the unfortunate part is that as we requested that this matter be handled by the judge, we thought as the commission that ultimately we need to find out from the president whether another judge, the retired judge can take over. It's quite very frustrating on us, because we thought probably the judge that was on given the matter could proceed with this matter. Unfortunately, due to his personal problem, he decided to recuse himself. We are sitting at this stage. We haven't yet received any information from the Office of the President regarding the appointment of the judge, but I think the Secretary has just spoken to the relevant person in the Office of the President regarding that. But just to indicate, it's part of the frustration that we've got in this matter. Thank you.
Yeah, so Chairperson and members, I think just to emphasize that because this is a regional court precedent, the view was that we must appoint the most senior person to him, and the only most senior, because he's the most senior person in the lower court judiciary, is to appoint a retired judge. And
we are losing you.
Part is that the last hearing on this matter was.
Can you hear us?
We actually lost when he was emphasizing on the reason why we had the highest person. No, colleagues, I'm not sure what is happening, but on my side, we cannot hear you. Honorable members, can you hear?
Chair, we are frustrated as you are. I think we must for some time.
Honorable members and Commissioner, can I give you 5 minutes to deal with those glitches? Commissioners, Buzelwa.
Chairperson, they went out. Now I'm admitting him to come back.
Okay, it's fine.
Chair, we've tried another gadget. I hope it's better.
Yeah, I can hear you. Please, I hope this time around there won't be any glitches because we have a limited time to engage. So when you have
Yes,
glitches, then you are affecting our concentration and everything that we need to do as the business of today. Over to you.
Yes, Chair. I was just emphasizing the reason why we appointed a judge here, the need for a judge, because the regional court president is the most senior person in the lower court judiciary. The unfortunate part of that is that we've now realized that retired judges is not easy to get hold of them. I mean, we went through the list as provided by the Office of the Chief Justice. We went right up.
Recording in progress.
Up to more than 10 judges were approached, and the unfortunate part is that at that time they are not in favor of traveling or doing any extra job work. So they are very choosy in terms of what they accept, and this is the disadvantage we were faced with. But we are at the point where, fortunately, the matter is with the president now. There's a name that has been provided. The feedback is that any day from now we'll get the judge, and then the positive part is that upon our engagement with Mr. Nzimande's legal team, there is really no appetite for this matter to start from scratch. So it appears that as soon as we get the name, the matter will proceed from where it ended, where the commission was left with about 9 witnesses to call. And so, yeah, it's just unfortunate that more than a year has passed since, because of the sickness and our battle to appoint the judge. Thanks, Chair. We'll then proceed to Bodlani. Dr. Mkwena.
Thank you.
Thank you. On the matter of Bodlani, the matter is still pending, and according to the information that we got from the evidence leader, it's supposed to be before court, before the committee that is hearing the matter on the 10th to the 12th of December, and to conclude evidence. And we hope probably, this matter will be, finalized this month on the 2 days. And what could happen is that if the matter has been, evidence has been led, the matter probably will be postponed for arguments, and it's much more better. That's it. The only frustration is that it has been a matter that has been taking some time. And I'm also have the concern, as we've been saying, regarding the stopping of salaries of these presiding officers. But what we normally consider is the malice that if, for an example, there's malice on their part, then we'll be proceeding with that. But at this stage, I think the matter will proceed on the 10th until the 12th of December 2025. I don't know whether you wanted to add something.
So Chair, just to add on this one, that because of we felt that the delays were orchestrated by the magistrate, I can just report that before the minister currently is the determination to withhold the salary of Ms. Bodlani. We understand that we'll get feedback from any moment, and it will then go to Parliament. So it's so in this matter, because of the delays that we felt were emanating from her side, we then felt that it's necessary to determine to withhold the salary in this matter. Thanks. We'll proceed to the next one of Mr. Mukanzi.
Thank you, commissioners and the chairperson. The matter of Mr. Mkanzi, appeared before the member of the commission, I think at our 24th and 25th meeting. Yeah. Yes, on the 24th and the 25th of November 2025. The commission took a resolution that the matter be brought, they recommended that the matter be brought before Parliament for the removal of the, Mr. Mkanzi as the presiding officer, as a magistrate. I think the members have read through our recommendations, and we believe that this matter, it's quite very simple. Mr. Mkanzi has been found guilty. All the same, the NPA is appealing the judgment of the sentence. But unfortunately, we are happy that he has been, convicted, and there's also the committee that was dealing with the disciplinary hearing found him guilty. We therefore move that the recommendation be adopted and the Mr. Mkanzi be removed as a magistrate. Thank you.
Yes, Chair. So I think that is at least one matter of our table, which comes a long way. I know it could have gone faster, but you'll see that throughout the process, Mr. Mkanzi never participated in the hearing, but fortunately we're able to make submissions that we proceed in his absence. And like Mokoena said, the matter will now be coming to you for removal because the commission said on Monday and Tuesday, and accepted the recommendations of the presiding officer that he should be removed from office. Thanks. We'll move to Mr. Singh.
Thank you. The matter of Mr. Singh, 4.8, Judge Frabakas. Yeah. The matter of Mr. Singh is being handled by the committee, and as you could read from 4.8, the Judge Frabakas has been appointed to preside over the matter, and the matter pre-hearing arrangement was set down for the 17th of November 2025. And I'm told there was a stage where Mr. Singh did not appear before the presiding officer, and I think the secretary can just brief us what's happening around those lines.
Chair, the matter of Mr. Singh, you'll see that despite our attempt to have pre-trials and have this matter set down, there were many. There was also then a decision by the commission that in view of the various submissions made by Mr. Singh, that perhaps we should appoint the most senior person, being a retired judge. And unfortunately, that decision also came with its own disadvantages in the sense that we then had to run through a number of lists of judges who were not prepared to sit on this matter until we found Judge Fabricius, who's retired from Pretoria. And the pre-trial was arranged for 17 November, and Mr. Singh there indicated that, one, he would not be attending the pre-trial, and two, that he would also then seek to apply for the recusal of Judge Fabricius. I must just indicate that, of course, now, once you are at this stage, it means you are at the point where you then have to consider all these actions. And this matter must indicate that it's receiving the attention of the Ethics Committee, who will then decide, because it's clear that the delays are not from the Commission side as to what should happen in this matter. I can just indicate that Judge Fabricius has indicated is available in February, and we are busy issuing out a set down for February. So it will proceed in the second week of February, the 9th to the 13th of February, I think. So that is where we are with Singh. It means the Ethics Committee must decide on the actions of Mr. Singh, And secondly, the matter is proceeding in February. It will be set down for February. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, commissioners.
Govender. I
Yes.
think the last one is Govender.
Yes.
I think Govender, Chair, without really wasting much time, the Select Committee considered this matter in July. In terms of the removal recommendation for removal, what we are waiting for is the National Assembly so that the matter can be closed. I know that we've been engaging with the Secretary of the committee in that, and the challenge really is the resources. They are stretched and they've not been able to attend to some of the matters. So that is where we are with Govender. It's a clear matter of removal from office. That is the recommendations that was sent through to Parliament. Like I said, your committee has already dealt with the matter. What we're waiting for is the National Assembly so that the matter can be closed off. Thanks. I think that's from our side.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. That's from our side.
Thank you for being precise on the matters and as well being relevant on what we want as an update. I just want clarity before I note members with regards to Ms. Bodlani report. Page 4, paragraph 2.5. On the third and fourth sentence, I've identified that there's a repetition of incompetent wording there. So I want to check if the other one was supposed to be irregular or what, or it's just a typing error where it can be omitted.
On page
4.
Page 4.
Of the report, paragraph 2.5.
Okay.
No, that's Govender. It's Bodlani. So.
Yeah.
It's Bodlani, Miss Bodlani.
Bodlani.
Yes.
It's 2.4.
2.5. 2.5 sentence, third sentence or fourth sentence, there's a repetition of a word. So I wanted to check if the other word, was it supposed to be irregular or what? Or it's just a type or error of duplicating the issue of incompetence.
We're both incompetent and incomplete.
All right, incomplete. All right. All right. Okay, no, thank you. Now I'm going to note, honorable members, noting the report before us that no matter postponed for further trial till the 14th and the 15th of January 2026. Report says 2025, but it is 2026. It's fine. We are noting the update. In the Monday, this matter was postponed because presiding judge needed to be recused. This causing frustration for commission, we are noting, and difficult to get hold of retired judge. Will get a judge soon. We are noting your commitment. Bodlani matter still pending, will be dealt with 10 to 12 December, and hopefully it will be finalized. Delays caused by magistrate, so are recommending withholding salary. We have noted as well the update. McKenzie in November, commission took a resolution for the magistrate to be removed. Will await the formal referral of this matter to our committee. And with regards to seeing, a judge has been appointed to preside over this matter and has been set down. Presiding officer recused himself and now found a retired judge. We are noting the update. Delays not from commission side will proceed in February as noted. On the issue of Govender, our committee considered this matter as awaiting a committee to deal with it. So we have noted all the update that we got with regards to the matters before us. I'm now noting hands from members in terms of clarity seeking questions and engagement and comments with regards to the matters that are before us. Members, I'm now noting your hands. Honorable Noe, Honorable Mitupi, Honorable Gerik, and Honorable Nkosi. Over to you, Honorable Noe.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Once more, good morning, honorable members of the committee and entourage from the commissioners who have just made presentations to the committee and the staff too. Chair, you have already summarized the presentations that were made, which already outlines like the way forward as the committee and where we must apply our minds. But just before addressing myself to the cases themselves, or only one of the cases, I just want to make this introductory remarks, Chair. I came across an article on the Facebook, which seems to come from Radio 786, which interviewed, or the Chief Justice made a statement on that radio. And I'm going to read it as it is, and I can forward it for the commissioners to look at. This article addresses partly or mainly some of the issues that we are dealing with here as far as how our judicial officers in certain instances conduct themselves. And this is an acknowledgement by the Chief Justice of such situation. I quote and read as such: Chief Justice Mandisa Maya has raised alarm over a sharp rise in complaints against judges. She says that 132 complaints were lodged in the past financial year alone. That brings the total over the past 3 years to 350. Justice Maya warned that public confidence in the judiciary has waned. Complaints range from delays in judgments to allegations of misconduct and incompetence. She has admitted that delays in resolving complaints stem from limited resources and committee challenges. The Chief Justice also highlighted the Constitutional Court's backlog of reserved judgments, close quote. Chair, this is a clear indication and analysis by the Chief Justice as to what is happening. And the cases that have just been presented to us this morning confirms what is written here, or statements seems coming from the Chief Justice. So one, Chair, we want to express our disappointment, despite the reasons that are advanced, that the Commission, it should acknowledge that indeed cases are taking too long. And that in justice language is that justice delayed is justice denied. And our disappointment stems from that very thing, that if it happens within the very department that must ensure that justice is carried out, it then undermines the very institution which people must have confidence into. And here is the statement by the Chief Justice indicating how people are now beginning to view the justice system. So I think the Commission, where you are sitting and with the role and mandate you are supposed to carry, you should help in this regard, that these cases that are delayed, as you can see, they affect the administration of justice. So you will then become an accomplice, whereby then this confidence of the public to justice system, it is beginning to undermine the whole process or country. And I think we should also ensure that such elements within the justice system are identified much earlier than waiting until somebody commits a misconduct. And when somebody has committed a misconduct, it should be processed faster, because then you look at how it is going to affect the justice administration. Many cases here, Chair, you have already outlined. I don't want to repeat. They really took long, from 20, some are 3 years, some are more than 3 years. And with the commitment that has been made this morning by the commissioners, we want to urge that those commitments should be stuck to, and a report should be provided to the committee that they have met their commitment. And I will finally move that, as it has been suggested, that Magistrate Mkansi be removed. Chair, I will move that the committee should accept the recommendation of the Commission that that decision should be carried forward. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Noe. Justice delayed, justice denied. And I think those words says a lot about how important that we deal with these matters at agility and agilely so to address them. Honorable Midupi. Members, please note I got a text from Honorable Midupi that she has some technical glitches. Then she will be continuing without her video on. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Greetings to your good self and our commissioners who are on the platform with us and my colleagues on the platform. Chairperson, I share the same sentiments with yourselves on your opening remarks, together with what Honorable Noe just raised now, which is indeed a worrying situation that is confronting us. And maybe let me appreciate the work that the Commission has done in order to handle these matters. However, the issue of time is worrying, and it cannot be left just that way. Now, Chairperson, I will request that maybe this committee should request department to actually share with us what is it that they are doing in order to assist the Commission to deal with this kind of situation that is confronting them. I take it that the Commission do meet with the department and they share their frustrations, especially with these long-standing cases that are sitting before them. Now, maybe it is for us as the committee to unlock, or maybe as well as to check plans that are in place from the departmental side, so as we don't have this kind of situation recurring. To me, this has got financial implications just the way it is. It's got financial implications which are not speaking good about the department and us as well from our side as people who are doing oversight. So on that note, Chair, I do agree with the notion, with the mover to say we adopt the recommendation as they are, but the matter of time, the turnaround time in dealing with such cases that has been long on the table should really be re-looked at and plans be submitted to us. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mitupi. And I like how you putting this matter before us, that as this collective, the department and the commissioner, we have a lot to do with regards to finding ways of dealing with these delays, and as well lessons that needs to be drawn as we deal with these cases. Because indeed we would want to check with the department on what are the interventions that they have in our system in place to assist us in speed upping all these processes. And I want to believe that these are the matters that come 2026 would call the department to come and just take us abreast on these matters. Honorable Gerik.
Yeah, Chair and colleagues, good morning. Also, good morning to the officials from the Magistrates Commission. Chairperson, thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to be very brief, but I just want to understand the following. I pick up with the magistrate, is it Bodlani, that the minister has been requested to withhold her salary since there's a delay in the matter. It is now alleged that she is the cause of the delay. Remember, Chairperson and colleagues, that we are coming a long way with all the magistrates mentioned in this report. And in many of their cases were some delays, one way or the other. So I want to check with the officials the issue of consistency, because if you single out one magistrate and there are other delays on other magistrates, do we invoke some kind of withholding of salaries on their side? Also, I didn't pick it up on the report or in the report. So I want a clear-cut answer on that, because which is applicable to the one must be applicable to the other one. Also, it cannot be that you single out one and punish the one, introduce punitive measures, and the others get off scot-free. First point. And then the second point is, I want the Commission to discuss with us, take this committee into confidence, discuss with us the guidelines or the powers that the committee has in terms of the timelines for cases. It cannot be that you continue with cases without attaching, clear time frames to it. And I want to understand whether there are policies in place from the Magistrates Commission in order to say we will conclude these cases within a specific time frame. In the absence, if there's a policy, you must quote us the policy and then also explain to us the time frames in terms of which the cases must be concluded. In the absence of a policy, it is a given that any person that stands accused, whether it's a magistrate or an official or a judge or whoever, doesn't matter, that person will delay and invoke protracted processes in order to still receive the salary. Now, having spoken about the salary, these charges against these magistrates are serious charges if found guilty. Now, a chairperson, to delay a case for 3 years, you are suspended, you sit at home, or to delay a case even for 5 years or 6 years, you're sitting at home, you're doing no work for the state or for the courts, but you're getting paid frequently regularly on a monthly basis. It is unacceptable. We have addressed it in previous deliberations, but it seems that we are still sitting with the same scenario, same situation, because some of these cases are even flowing over to 2026. Now, the last point I want to make, Chairperson, these cases may still be delayed for quite some time, because if these magistrates decide to take these matters, even their guilty findings, on review through a court of law, it may be delayed, it may be protracted, and there will be further financial implications. So in essence, I'm saying, Chairperson, that we must, if there's no policy, we must review that situation, we must speak to the situation, and then we must call the Magistrates Commission back to say, present to us a policy in the absence of, if there's no policy, so that we understand and so that we can also assist the Commission in that regard. Remember, this is my last point, the last time we came across the situation where the Commission met on a weekend, and that was when we were calling for a meeting. They only started to call that meeting over the weekend to deliberate on certain stuff. They had their excuses. I did not accept their excuse. It is uncalled for magistrates to work to meet over a weekend in the normal course of business, which they could have concluded on but they have not concluded. They worked on a weekend to scrutinize and go through some of these issues. It is unacceptable. There must be a grid. They must work on a grid, and they must work properly, professionally, in order to inform this committee in terms of their work and their mandate. Thank you very much indeed, Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable Rick, and I'm noting your consistency in terms of issues of remuneration and the fairness of it. But I was partly covered by your last comment to say that remuneration for no service is unacceptable. And I think members on the platform have deliberated on that and agreed that there should be no point where, as the committee, we agree that people must be paid while they are not giving service, as we know that it is important that there's value for money when we deal with public purse. So I am really appreciate your latter comment with regards to the remuneration. I think, commissioners, you must clarify us. The questions were straightforward in terms of issues of policies in place that guides your timelines. And if not, then take us abreast on those issues. Honorable Nonkonyane.
Thank you very much, Chair, and greetings again to all on this platform. I think for the first and foremost, Chair, I must agree with you and all the colleagues who have spoken before me about our unhappiness, about dilatoriness on the part of finalizing these cases. Yes, various excuses have been provided for, and various frustrations have been expressed by the Commission. And of course, we appreciate the hard work that the Commission is, and we can only urge it to work harder. Chair, some of us work in this field. And if you don't have a case, you will keep on postponing, and receiving remuneration, which remuneration is at the expense of the taxpayers of this country. And more and above that, the litigants, there are a lot of cases there that are outstanding, that they need judicial officers. These judicial officers cannot be replaced, and some of them, they may have partly hate matters that are causing frustration to a lot of people. And this cannot go on. We have expressed this at the last engagement with the Commission, and they are aware of this. We need not repeat it. We must just re-emphasize it. Let me then go to point out certain other concerns that I have. Start with Nair's matter. First of all, Chair, you have already stated the years has been there. I will not repeat what you said. But we note that cases have been set, I think, of 14th or 15th of January next year. And there's been some error about the year. This is not for the first time, leader of the Commission. You know, legal writing is critical and key. And it is not for the first time. Last time, we did point out these typographical errors. I'm pointing it out that it must be for the last time again. Because whatever comes from the magistrate, be it a judge, be it an advocate, be it an attorney, anyone, in terms of what we have written, it must be clear. That is why if you write an examination, legal writing, and you fail legal writing, you fail the entire examination. I just want to point it out that, please, this is for the second time, and for me, please, it must be for the last time. And again, you say then there are applications for absolution that have been instituted. Again, that is a delaying tactic. We know this, a delaying tactic. But once an application is instituted by a litigant, the law and the rules, they actually also provide you, if you are party to that action, to make sure that it is heard sooner rather than later. Just to say them that they can do whatever should not be the case. That expression may have been unfortunate on your part, that they can do whatever. So, yes, they can do what is permissible, but we do have also rights, if you are party to that, to make sure you can go to the aid of court, to make sure that that matter is expedited. And I have no doubt that the heads of court would be able to really assist you there. On the Monday matter, Chair, we note the progress. And we note then that, of course, there is an undertaking at this stage that the matter will not be started de novo, that is from the beginning, and which to me is good if that is the case. But we know that that may be a ground later on for review. So we must just be very cautious on that. I hope that it is recorded. No board is going to backtrack and say when things turned not in his or her way, on the way on the Monday, may then come and say, well, after all, there's been some irregularities, midstream, new magistrate came in and without having demeanor of witnesses was allowed to proceed with that matter. And it is worrisome that there are 9 witnesses that are lined up. Again, it means then that we are going to experience another delay on this matter. How I wish that whosoever is representing the Commission and us, therefore, by extension, will be vigilant to make sure that the dates that are set soon, that the matter is remanded sine die, which means it may be heard even after the man is retired. It's a worrisome. For a case just to be remanded without any date, to me, it is indeed worrisome. And of course, the issue of recusal of the judicial officer is a concern to me. I agree with the Commission that the ground for recusal there is flimsy. It should not have been granted, but it has been granted and nothing they could do about it. And hence there is really a need to impress upon those that are presiding on these cases that we from Parliament, we would like them, once they accept the appointment, to expedite these matters because of the reasons that my colleagues and myself have been stating, which I need not reinstate again. On the Botlani matter, Chair, well, thank you very much. We really am very, very happy that it has been set for 10th to 12th of December and to conclude evidence. But I think, again here, the time must be of the essence. The presiding officers, whosoever is an officer leading evidence, representing us by extension, must make sure that, of course, they're not given time. I'm sure that they may be given time to submit those heads next year sometime after the recess. I think there must be a case here that would like then the parties to be given a week or two to submit the heads of arguments, not be given 1 month or 2. The point I'm making is that, yes, the parties must be given an opportunity to submit their heads of arguments. And but they must not be given a lengthy time in view of the fact that this case has been pending for quite some time. The withholding of the salary, I'm very, very happy. It should have been taken a long time, because precisely when the people are not receiving a salary, they will then dawn to their mind that the matter must be expedited. But if you are receiving a salary and you are home enjoying yourself, then naturally you will not. Yet there is prejudice, as I already said, on the part of the litigants themselves, on the part of us as the state, because we continue to pay those people for nothing. And again, with the question of potential of bringing the judiciary into dispute. That is Noah's point of justice delayed being justice denied, principle that we all know. And on Mkanzi issue, we note the progress there. And again, the question of recusal and the removal of the magistrate, by the way, yes, is good. I think we must. And I don't know, Chair, why is it not the case where our colleagues from the NA has not taken? I'm not so sure now, because I was just writing. I'm not so sure, but if that is the case of only removal, I will support. But I was actually perturbed when we recommended and our NA counterpart didn't, because we're told that they are busy. I think from our side, Chair, there is a need to really talk to our counterparts there. I'm sure they will come to the party, knowing them as I do, to really assist in the process. On seeing matter, Chair, I think what I already said is also valid here in terms of the delays, and the need for us, being our representative, to be vigilant, to make sure that they are not shortchanged by the opponents, to make sure that the matter is speeded up sooner rather than later. And delays really is of concern. And hopefully then the dates that were told, 9th to 13th of February next year, we hope then that substantial progress will be achieved. And then I think the governor removal, without any further ado, it is something that I was talking about, which has an impact on us to assist the commission chair to make sure that the NA is coming to party sooner rather than later. And then the Bolane matter, yeah, no. I think that was the last one, the Govender matter, Chair. In conclusion, therefore, Chair, I also agree with my colleagues that the report that has been submitted, that it be accepted, and let our remarks, our concerns also be noted, and also our directive as regards the manner in which these cases must be expedited be noted by the Commission, because that is our oversight responsibility. They are taken seriously, so that when they come again next year, they should not come to say, well, we're coming in compliance and there's nothing to do. I think we must also consider reviewing the legislation itself, because these matters are costing taxpayers a lot of money and a lot of prejudice to all of us, particularly the litigants, because justice must be dispensed to the people there. People cannot wait for their disputes to be settled for ages, and precisely because of misconduct on the part of the judicial officers. Thank you, Chair. Sorry for having taken longer time than I had anticipated. Thank you, Chair.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Nonkonyane. And I must say, you have reflected that you are a learned friend like those who are before us. We are noting on your inputs that indeed, as other members could have said, this issue of delays, it's like it's a tactic, and it's an abnormality that seeks to be normal. And we think that there's something that needs to be done, as you have indicated, the issue of the legislation, that perhaps that needs to be reviewed to find the end of dealing with this repetitive offense that we are actually experiencing. And indeed, as said by Honorable Pizzo, the public has lost confidence with regards to what is happening on our judicial system, because we know that these are bodies that we never thought that they will be implicated in misconduct or any other unethical issues. But today we find ourselves dealing with had to reprimand people who are in highest authority in terms of discipline and decorum. And I don't think it's good for our country and as well the security of this country. We're noting, Honorable Nonkonyani, what you are indicating on other issues that has to do with Mr. Nzemande. And I think the Commission must take us abreast on their readiness of dealing with this issue. If then the person and his representative can come back and say, no, we are not taking this decision, that we could have said that we cannot start from the beginning. What is the plan by the Commission with regards to that? Because it is very alarming that now we are told that there's an agreement that they won't be starting from the beginning. But what is it, the plan, if they come back and say, no, we don't stick to that particular resolve? I want to check as well from my side, what are the systemic problems within the Magistrate Commission that are contributing to these delays? And it will be important for you to share with us so that we can see how can we help as legislators. And the other one is, why has the Commission not recommended withholding the salaries of the magistrate who remain suspended since 2020? And lastly, what steps with timeframes will the Commission take to finalize these matters? And I think this one, it speaks to what Honorable Gerrie could have asked, to say, do we have a policy or guiding document that tells us the timeframes that you are resolving these cases within the Commission? I would now hand over to your good selves for a response and clarity and comments with regards to the engagement by members. Honorable Nonkonyani, can you lower your hand, or is it a new hand?
A privilege, Chair. I just left one thing, it's very small. I think the Commission must consider also, in respect of the retired judges, they correctly point out their frustration with which I agree. They must consider also, because they are retired regional court magistrates, that could be considered. They must not restrict themselves to judges only. That's my suggestion, because you will know, Chair, that there was one judge, president in one of the provinces, who had a case, but we had to resort as JSC to retired JP, for instance. It looked like that is continuing well. Perhaps that precedent they must consider also, not restricting themselves only to the retired judges for the reasons that they have advanced. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Nonkonyani. I hope they will take your counsel, because it's straightforward to say they must not only look at the senior judges, but look as well on those that can assist us to fast track these cases. Over to you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Chair. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the comments by, Mr. Norway, Mr. Mdupi, and Mr. Nonkonyane, and yourself regarding justice delayed. I think it's a fact. It's a known fact that, yes, matters sometimes are not finalized in time, and that has a very serious impact on our justice system. And as the commission, I think we need to try to work much more better. And at the same time, Chair, I think we will appreciate the intervention by the committee with the Minister of, our Minister, to find out so that we are assisted in this regard regarding these other issues. And I also agree that that has a very serious impact on us, and we cannot shy away from that fact that we need to do, upgrade the dignity of this commission. The other issue that I wanted just to note on Mr. Kharif concerns is the issue of the suspension of salaries. And I just wanted to indicate that, Chair, in most instances, the Ethics Committee sit down and check the circumstances regarding the delays, and thereafter apply their mind to see whether is there any malice on the part of the magistrate. But as Mr. Ngonyara is saying, it's quite very clear. Most presiding officers, most magistrates have an attitude of trying to delay these matters. And on the issue of, for an example, of Ms. Bojane, Ms. Bojane started in around about October 2023 to have the matter set down, pre-trial hearing, until around about September 2024. She took around about a full year so that she could commit herself in the inquiry. And it's along those lines that we as the commission say instances of that nature, we're not going to allow that. We need to make it upon that her salaries are suspended. We normally, take that in cognizance. And what I can just say that I think we need to, as a commission, try to have a better way or be vigilant in the issue of magistrate, having this delay.
Chief, we are losing you. We are losing you. Can you come back?
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm saying I think we as the commission we will in future try to see to it that the issue of presiding magistrates delaying and making matters not to be finalized in time. I think we need to have something. I'm not sure what Parliament could do that regarding the enactment of the legislation to that effect, because it's an injustice to the the people who are complaining when a matter takes more than 2 years and it's not final. And I think the others, Mr. Finger will add on that.
So, Chair, I think we've taken good counsel from the members. Really, I just wanted to comment on few aspects. I think Mr. Mokoena has covered the concerns of Honorable Kharik in terms of inconsistency or consistency thereof, in terms of what we consider. If you look at the matter of, for example, of Mr. Nzimande, you will see throughout it has been a struggle from the commission just to appoint presiding officer. Chair?
Chair?
Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to use the example of Mr. Nzimande, that you'll see that right from the beginning, Commission has been struggling from their side to appoint presiding officers and persons leading evidence. And you'll see at no point you can really ascribe any fault on the part of Mr. Nzimande. There would have been 1 or 2 instances where you would feel in other cases that there's a delay, but overall, when the ethics committee considered, there would not have been adequate reasons for us to move, except in a clear case where, like we've said in Bodlani, where it was clear. We've also mentioned the one that we really going to consider of Mr. Sin as well. So I think in terms of inconsistency, that's where I just wanted to explain why we move in certain instances and others we don't move. We recently, in April, as a commission, adopted what we call a standard operating procedure. So, for example, a trial there would be a 6 months deadline once the charges are served to say a trial must be completed. But I must just indicate that as soon as we adopted that, we then ran into a reality that, in fact, internally, there will be capacity issue to ensure that this SOP comes alive. And it was for that reason that the Executive Committee of the Magistrates Commission then made submissions to the department in terms of the review of the structure of the secretariat, because we then realized we wholly inadequate in terms of our capacity to deal with. I mean, just every year we received more than 350 complaints. So just that on its own, just as an example of why we wanted intervention. For example, a committee like the Ethics Committee is the most busiest committee, and yet you do not have a dedicated secretariat, just to deal with ethics matters. So those are some of the capacity issues that as we meet with the department, and as you said, you'll also call in the department, we can just deliberate on and make sure that we are capacitated as the commission. I just wanted to also, and I think I've spoken of the systematic delays that the chair was referring to. Of course, I mean, from our side, like I said, those that emanate from our side, we are looking at increasing our capacity in terms of personnel. But the majority of them really arise from the legal. I don't know how to talk about, I don't know how to correctly phrase it, but those are the delays that would emanate from the accused or the magistrate that are being charged, that are playing within the legal framework. That it's a battle, because these are matters that are presented before the presiding officer. But we are alive to the shortfalls from our side, and that's why we've approached the department, and we hope that will be attended to in no time. I think we've explained why we've not taken salaries of all magistrates, and we're really open to that in terms of counsel going forward. The last aspect, I just wanted to highlight the issue of Mr. Zimande, that these were just in principle discussions that were held in terms of whether we start de novo or not. What is planned is another we call it pre-trial, although the trial has already started. So once the presiding officer is confirmed, we'll have a sort of a pre-trial where all this will be discussed. And then, of course, once the minutes are finalized, both parties will sign, and that will be the agreement that is taken forward. So that then removes any possibility that another part will come later and say, but I think our source changed. So I think that's the approach going forward. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Is the commission done with regards to the input and responses? Ne? There's no one who would want to.
Yes.
All right. I'm noting Honorable Gerik's hand, maybe for follow-up. Honorable Gerik.
Yes, Chairperson, can I just follow up on the issue of policy? Thank you for the opportunity. I want to urge the Commission, through you, Chair, that we should not cruise casually on this issue through this topic. It is very important, and it's a very serious topic. In the absence of policy, you will slide and you will almost end up in a banana republic if there's no upholding of the rule of law. It's a very important point, Chairperson. And then I did not hear that the officials comment on clear-cut policy that does exist in the event that we need to establish timelines. So we don't want to cast aspersions on the commission. It is professional people afterwards, but cases cannot be postponed ad infinitum. It is totally uncalled for. It is totally unacceptable. We must make the point. And if we deal with such issues again, where you have 5 years postponement and 3 years and even 6 and 8 years, I think there was a matter of 8 years, I think it will then require that this committee must recommend some kind of investigation. Remember, I said we don't want to cast aspersions, but there must be then an investigation to investigate possible collusion in terms of these delays, because it cannot be that nobody is worried or bothered about this. And then just lastly, let me explain, Chairperson, through you, that we cannot depend on the Ethics Committee for the activities or the work that's done by the Magistrates Commission. Our constitutional democracy is based on, part of it is based on the separation of powers. It means that the Magistrates Commission has got its own mandate, and the Ethics Committee does have its own mandate. So you cannot wait to hear what the Ethics Committee will say before you act on the other side, and vice versa. It does not work like that. You've got to have a policy or legislation in place to say, we want to conclude on these cases within 6 months or 12 months, and after that, the law must take its course, whether we get challenged in a court of law or not, but we act within our policy. And once those policies have been promulgated or enacted, I mean, it can be challenged and open for scrutiny, but as long as the Commission is in the clear, it must be done. So we make the serious point, Chairperson. We will watch this matter closely. We will come back at the next sitting. If we don't find the solutions that we are seeking for, we will, as the EFF, recommend that we institute investigation as to why cases are being postponed ad infinitum, and nobody is worried about this. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Honorable Gerik. And Chief J, please note, we have noted as well the response with regards to adoption of the standard operation procedure, that it's 6 months. But the emphasis from Honorable Gerik is that we have a policy in place that will back up all the strategies that we have to deal with these issues within a time frame. And I think he doesn't agree to the point that there's something that the tool that we can use in measuring the work that we are doing within specific time frame. But he's saying that let's look as well in future, learning from what we are experiencing in terms of the delays, in terms of people using a legal framework, as you say, to actually buy time. It's a problem. So we just want to employ to the Commission to say, let's find better ways of ensuring that we deal with these shortcomings by ensuring that there's policies in place to guard and control and manage the work that we are doing. But we want to appreciate the comments and responses from the Commission. And one would want to just emphasize that as the committee will go hand in hand and to ensure that we bring the department before us to check what are the interventions that they are doing to ensure that we deal with this issue. We are concerned as all members that there's delays, and these delays affect administration of justice. The committee will request the Department of Justice to come and explain, as suggested by Honorable Midupi, on issues of timelines and strategies to address this matter together with the Commission. We will schedule this in our program next year. I wish to iterate this as well, that we are concerned about the delays and the cost to the taxpayers, as emphasized by Honorable Nonkonyan, to say this is not just money lying to be used, but it's taxpayers' money, so there should be value for money. In respect of magistrates receiving remuneration while they are suspended for years, I think we are always amplifying this issue that it is not correct that we must see this abnormality as normal in our lifetime. We are also concerned about the misconduct of magistrates, and we wish to reiterate that there has to be integrity in the judiciary to ensure the smooth administration of justice and to uphold the rule of law in our courts. We need to address the underlying issues that are contributing to the misconduct of the magistrates. We will await the recommendation in respect of the magistrates, Bodani and Mkansi, and our committee will process these matters. As Honorable Nonkonyan could have said, would communicate with the NA to ensure that the issue of Govenda is being dealt with. With that being said, honorable members and the commissioners, we would want to thank you for participation. I'm seeing the chat now from Honorable Midupi about SOP, great step to the right direction. Yes, it is the right direction, but there's a need that there's a policy that back up the very same right direction, Honorable Midupi. We hope the commissioner have noted that we have taken note of their strategy that they have last presented to us, that they are even working on weekend to ensure that they deal with backlog. So it is important that we are noting the work that has been done and strategies, but if they don't yield results, therefore we would want to just say as the committee, there's a need of a review of finding better ways to deal with these issues at speed. With that has been said, members, I want to thank you all for joining today's session, and we hope that we'll continue conversing with each other through correspondence on clarity-seeking questions, so that we don't leave anything unaddressed or anyone behind dealing with these critical issues. I hope you have noted the concern by Honorable Rick that it's as if some of the matters are being taken casual. And I think it's on the basis that we're repetitively dealing with same issues time and again, as if there are lessons not being withdrawn from cases that are before us. So members are saying that there should be a start and an end of these issues. Let's deal with these matters of magistrates as a project, project management issues that would have a phase where we start, we process, we monitor, we evaluate up until to the end, because we've got many issues to deal with, just to ensure that we protect and promote the dignity of the judiciary. I want to declare this meeting adjourned. I thank you all members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Leonard
Chief.
Friend.
Thank you, Chair.
Tango, Honorable Gerik.
Great meeting. Thank you.
Tango. Thank you, Honorable Noe, Honorable Midupi, Honorable Pala, Honorable Kotzel. We thank you, honorable members, and Honorable
Kotzel
Zulu.
has long left. He's not in the meeting.
Oh, Honorable Zulu.
Long live the Chair.
Long live Zulu.
Thank you, Chair.
Tango.
Chief, there's the Chief J here.
Thank you,
Yes,
Chair.
yes, thank you so much, honorable members. Well done. As a whip, you made me proud. Thank you.
Record